Yeah, hello. Let's see what we got. We got a T10 match. But apparently only two BBs and one cruiser are T10. Um, your team has the better BBs, but yeah, okay, I don't want to do too much judgment, but just from a gut feeling, from the names itself, for something was not too good. I mean, I will see in a bit. Um, Aside from that, nothing too special, except for there's only one DD per side. Um, so you should be able to pretty freely farm here. Just gonna fast forward for a bit. Okay. I already have some criticism. Do you see the minimap? Why exactly did you leave the side? There was no reason for it. There's a Moskva, right? There's one Norca and a New Orleans. The Norca is turning here. The Friedrich behind you is turning this way too, and you are also. So your whole left flank basically doesn't have any battleship protection anymore. And if you would have been like 2 sectors more to the left, so C3 for example, you would have shots in the Smolensk right now. And yeah, you didn't do it, and now you are behind an island. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you did this, but I'm gonna continue here. Okay, there's one Neptune near B, but I would assume he smoked up. It looks a lot like smoke, yeah. So once again, this brings up the question, why did you move here? Because the big part, or the major part even, of the enemy seems to be at A. So you basically just ran away from your own farming. I'm gonna fast forward again. You might get shots on the Neptune. I think he's overextending. Why the fuck is he reversing? This is so stupid again, but it's not your problem. You're getting damage out of it, so it's fine. But this was pretty much him begging for one of the BBs to sit on him. It was totally pointless. Unfortunate. I don't think he would catch him with lead, but let's see. This was actually pretty close. I think it was a bit too high, but good try anyway. So the question is, what are you gonna do now? Wait a moment, I'm not sure what he's doing. He might be reversing again. He's reversing! I think he's accelerating back into your shots. Yeah, but it's not enough. You should have waited a second because you saw the smoke was going straight up, right? If this happens, this means this engine is up and running, and you have to wait if it goes to the left or to the right. If it goes to the left, you will accelerate. If it goes to the right, you're just gonna reverse. So if you had waited 2 seconds longer, you would have a kill now. Most likely, because it's a Neptune. The Neptune is just a floating citadel. Alright, so you all managed to run away. So the Izumo is the only ship left on A now. He is also pretty much fucked because he can't leave anymore. We'll just have a quick look at him. He's down to 3/4 HP right now, but he's like broadside to this guys down here that are unspotted at the moment. Questionable. However, you guys should really try to push or help him. One of both. Right now, you are doing... how should I call it? A lemming train, maybe? Like, what the hell? There's nothing. There's basically nothing. There's an Iowa down here, and there's a Flandre running away, and a Kurfürst running away, and there's a Cleveland running away. Why didn't you push through here? You're going around this island with those guys. That's sorry for the rant, but like, did you remember what I said at the start about having a bad feeling about the names? You can already see why, because those two are fucking up right now. There's no reason for those two to stop here. Absolutely no fucking reason. Those guys should hard push. Instead, he is kind of stopping broadside, and I don't know what he is doing right now. Trying to cover him with his armor? I have no idea. But yeah, you shouldn't go around here. You should have gone through here, because you would have had him in your basically towards your nose, and everybody else towards your right. And by going around here, you basically wasted 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Okay, gonna fast forward now. This is honestly a really boring game to watch, but it was also expected given the matchmaking. It's like both sides had one spotter, and let me just check. The Shima is still alive. I don't even know where he is right now. He's up there. So basically the Shima is winning the game for his team right now. URDD, I don't know, I think he died pretty early, to be honest. I think this was quite a bit too low, because he already turned out. If you had aimed a bit higher, you could have done a lot more. Yeah, now it's time for some decision making. You are down 4 ships, and you sitting back there won't help anybody. I'm just gonna slow down again, because I just want to show you how ridiculous this is right now. Those guys basically are in a line from here till here, right? And they have both caps, or one cap right now, but the B cap is controlled by Madara, so you guys couldn't cap it unless Musashi dies, but he has also rather good positioning aside from the CVs striking him, but it's a carrier. You can't really do anything against it. On the other hand, you guys, what the actual fuck? Full HP, full HP, full HP. Got scratched once, and that's the guy who took the broadside salvo at the island at the start. You have no pressure. You are 1, 2, 3. You are 5 battleships right here. 5. And you are unable to do the last bit of pressure here. This guy should just die. He should be dead. Because he should have angle on him right now. And of course, the Thunderer too. If you shoot HE on him, he's gonna die. Why is he still alive? I don't get it. And like you, sniping back here doesn't help anybody either. You need to hard push. Pop your repair, pop your speed boost, go up. Kill the Musashi. It's not like the Musashi can citadel you. Angle in a bit, yeah, he might hit you for 11k or even 12, but if you can kill him in return, it doesn't really matter. And you're just sitting here in raid. And apparently you're trying to fire the smoke. And yes, it works to a certain extent, because you just got one overpen. Yeah. Now it already looks a bit better. However, the Zumo is pushing in your roadside now. The Zumo can also farm the carrier. I think he should be able to spot him soon. So now you decide to go up. Questionable. Really questionable. I'm pretty sure the Shima is here. And I'm pretty sure the Shima will top you guys. He just sees this one blob of ships and he's trying to top down here. Most likely. Just speed up for a bit again. not so much happening. Yeah, and now you guys getting hammered, and at this point it's pretty much over. Seattle is pushing out now. Turret's on the wrong side. He's also, just as a side note, he's also only pushing out right now because he wants to earn some damage. Because he knows this game is over, otherwise you won't get any farm here. Yeah, not much more to say, to be honest. Why didn't you fire on the Seattle right now? You should be able to pen him easily. Also, you didn't give enough lead. Second shot was rather lucky. Normally the Cleveland should have been able to dodge this. No, Smolensk is getting broadside. Smolensk is getting broadside. Okay. Wow. Yeah. It was not fun to watch, and almost a bit sad that my gut feeling always proves me right, because those two Thunderer guys in division did jack shit. Sorry, it was ridiculously bad. Yeah, but focusing on your gameplay, you basically did a very bad move at the start by turning around and going east, and I once again can't understand why you did it. There was no reason for it. You had enough ships on the east, and you basically should have gone towards your A side and support your other ships. You would have got some free farm on the Smolensk. You would have gotten some free farm on the two ABs pushing. It would have been alright. You could have just anchored out and farmed, but you didn't. Instead, you ran east, and by running east, you left your A side crumble. The guys on A, I don't know, I think 2 died or 3 died. I think the Moskva got away, but the Izumo was basically fucked too. Yes, you got a good salvo on the Neptune, but once again, Neptune did things I can't understand. He was spotted and he's reversing full broadside. Why? Simply why? This should never have happened. A normal player would have avoided this, or wouldn't have gotten in the situation in the first place. Yeah, and after that, you guys on C basically didn't do anything. You were there with, I think, 7 or 8 ships even. I'm not too sure. I think it was 7 ships in total. And you camped, and you guys were hiding behind the island on C cap for reasons beyond me. In the meantime, the other side got killed, so the Sumo died. I don't really know when the Moskva died. I didn't pay too much attention, but I think he was dead too. And yeah, while those guys kept map control, like they had a line from, I think, C2 down to F, and pushed into B cap 2. You basically were centered around 2 or 3 squares while not doing anything. And yeah, this was pretty much what lost the match, right? What could you have done differently? For a start, went to the other side instead of lemming training to C. Also, once you were pushing past the C positioning, where you stopped and tried to farm the smoke, honestly, you should have pushed up, killed the Musashi, and once the Musashi would have been dead, then you could have focused on the guys that are in smoke, because on this kind of range, I don't know how far it was away from the Musashi, maybe 6 kilometers. the guys would have continued firing their main guns, they would have gotten spotted by it because we would have been too close. And on this kind of range, I think you could have just blubbed every cruiser that was sitting in the smoke. It was a Smolensk, it was, I think, a Cleveland, and I don't know what the third one was. I think the Neptune died. I can't remember anymore. But like I said, the moment you all were sitting at sea, you were already down 4 ships and 2 caps, and there was no way you're gonna win this by just sitting there, because the enemy team had a spotting advantage by having the D alive, and also a very strong positioning advantage. And the Zumo on top was basically pushing into the side of every ship you had on this blob. Yeah, this should be it.